Well. GM. G.
To the
M. Great morning, my friends. DJs, Diamond Hand fam, ladies and gentlemen, Forge and Fuel crew, super soldiers, one percenters, pioneers, pivoters, pursuers, builders, brothers and sisters, hermanos y hermanas, mamas y papas, anyone I may have left out, and anyone in between. Welcome back, and welcome into the best way to start your day. It's time to get fired up at Forge and Fuel.
baby.
That's right, my friends. Here we are back live in prime time on this terrific Tuesday morning, February the 25th, 2025, to the second day of the week on the second month of the year, 25th day, 25th year of the 2000th century. Well, I mean, 2225. I don't know what's going on today, but there's something. I mean, the vibes are high inside for the kid. And speaking of, hey, I'm the kid. You're humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Capp Swirl One. And I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with me and my guys, and dive down some motivational and inspirational rabbit holes unlike any other. And speaking of, do we got one hell of a show on tap for you here on this tremendous Tuesday morning. Nay, terrific Tuesday morning. Nay, tremendous Tuesday morning. It is February the 25th, 2025, and I hope you're ready to come alive because we got more aforementioned motivation and inspiration coupled with good vibration and high-level conversation that's going to get you more energy and fired up than you're going to know what to do with over the course of episode 676. But before we dive into those vibes, before we can get a hold of that aforementioned motivation and inspiration, we must humbly ask you to do a few things. Before we slide to the opposite side, maybe you could find it deep down inside to do us a few favors. Maybe you could take a quick moment to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you're currently ingesting the Forge of Fuel podcast on. If you are watching on the old YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell right over there yonder, located next to the subscribe button, so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. And if you're enjoying this morning's program, what the hell is that? If you're enjoying this morning's program, maybe you hit that like button right down there as well, so you can help that algo go and flow on the old tube of the U variety. But maybe you don't enjoy YouTube. Maybe you like a little more censorship-free platform. Maybe your viewing platform of pleasure is the old Rumble app. And if that's the case, maybe you could take a moment to smash that subscribe button, turn on a notification bell, hell, even smash that like button as well, and help the old algo go and flow on the old Rumble. But maybe you don't like either one of those platforms. Maybe your viewing platform of pleasure is the old X app. Maybe you enjoy getting a little dose of the truth in the morning. Maybe finding out what's really happening in our world, in our government, and everything in between. But as you start to get down that rabbit hole, you say, holy shit, I need some motivation. Get me out of there. And you see Forge and Fuel live on X. And if that's the case and you're tuning in right over there right now, maybe you could smash that like button. Maybe you could hit that repost button. Hell, maybe you could even crush that quote post button and let the people know on the X timeline why you have decided to tune in live in prime time to Forge and Fuel this morning. And last, but certainly not least, my friends,
If you are listening to this podcast on your favorite podcast directory like Apple, Amazon, or maybe even potentially watching on Spotify as well, maybe you could take a moment to give us a follow, hit that subscribe, leave us a 5-star rating, or honestly, just smash the shit out of whatever button you see on your screen, as it only helps us continue to grow and flow on all those platforms as well. Nah, man.
Yeah, buddy.
as for all you beautiful human beings tapped in, tuned in, locked in, live in prime time, we can't thank you enough for starting the day the right way here at Forge and Fuel, baby, and smashing the shit out of those buttons, helping us get going and flowing in the algo rhythm. But maybe you haven't yet this morning. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, why should I do that? Why should I hit those buttons? I'm not a fan of reposting and subscribing and notification bell turning on. I don't do that stuff. Well,
Be rude.
maybe you're a fan of 47 and he just told you to not be rude. Maybe you're not a fan of 47. Maybe you're a fan of this program. Maybe you're just a fan of life. Maybe you're just needing some motivation and inspiration this morning, and we give that right to you. Maybe this show makes you laugh. Maybe this show makes you cry. Maybe this show makes you think. Maybe this show makes you go, whoo-hoo. That's some pretty good perspective. I ain't ever heard of that before.
Yeah.
And if so, don't be a hoe. Share the show. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Let somebody know. And we will proceed with this morning's program. That's right, my friends. It is time to get the proverbial show train steaming on down towards the tracks of change as we make our way towards our first pit stop at Perspective Station. My friends, you have heard various sounds here this morning. You have heard some glass breaking, some bells ringing, some men screaming all around. So that must mean that DEEZYY, Mr. Producer, Derek DZ Snow's live in the building. What's up back there, my guy?
Wait, baby.
The lightweight slinging, iron pumping, bowling ball bench pressing, getting back into the gym, back amongst the living, feeling good. What's he got on his head this morning? He's got that beanie on. He's got that super soldier. Woo! He's got that super soldier. Hey, the kid's ready this morning. I see him out there live in prime time. What's up, D's? Shout out to you, my guy. We got him here ready to rock and roll. And there's another man down there that I see back in the green room, looking out the window right now. Not all so thrilled. Oh, shit! He might be a little more thrilled about what he sees right now. I'm pretty thrilled about what I see. There's not a drop. There's not a drop of snow on the ground. And I will tell you, friends, I was out live in prime time yesterday wearing nothing but joggers and a t-shirt. 45, 50 degrees. It's a doggone heat wave. I said, oh my gosh, it is summertime. Summertime, shy. What do they know about the summertime? Shy. The summertime, shy. Hey. But my friends, joining us now as a new resident of the soon-to-be summertime shy, where he has only spent minute portions late in the evening, not long extended periods of time to really see what this city has to offer. Soon, my friends, he will find out, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of content and plenty of things to talk about, without a doubt. But for now, we got some very specific things to talk about. We got a show to get into, and we got him to welcome onto the program. So without further ado, please welcome in to episode 676, the co-host with the mo-host of this fine morning program, who is also the founder of the Grandpa Ape Country Club. He is the lead pro on the GACC greens, if you will.
What?
A professional DJ coming off of an electric set out there in a hole in the desert last week. Looking forward to an electric set at the end of this week. Back into the usual flows, the usual digs, if you will. And if you've never experienced a set of his, you might just plug in and think you plugged in your doggone iPod Nano and saying, holy shit, my Nano's over there. I'm listening over here. Is this guy a human iPod?
What?
A purveyor of positive vibes.
What?
A curator of high-level energies.
What?
A certified PLP pusher.
What?
My friends, he is the jet plane flying.
What?
McLaren driving.
What?
Integra window smashing. Rolex rocking. Oh,
What?
damn, I didn't put on my watch this morning. Fuck, I got everything else on but my watch. Ah! Jesus
Bruh.
peace dang.
What?
The man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only.
With an emphasis on the one.
What?
My friends over there, weighing in as the heavy hitter, Mr. Turned Up himself. He's DJ Swirl One. Hey, wait, you're muted.
Hey, homie.
Hey,
Have you
what's up?
looked outside?
¿Qué pasó, man?
Have you looked outside?
It's pretty nice, man.
Hey, it says it's going to be the nicest day all week, man.
It's pretty nice, man.
All day, right here, man. Just telling you.
I'm not upset about that one bit at
I'm
all.
fired up. It's Taco Tuesday. Come on, man. I'm looking outside and there's sunlight. Spring, is that you? Is that you coming around the corner?
Hey,
Don't
I
be
feel naked. Carry on your intro. I gotta go put on my watch. I'll be right
All
back.
right.
2.5.
Look,
Oh,
I
you ain't got
no,
okay.
no. I don't even got my aura on, bro.
All right, we'll match no watch today. Okay,
I'm like,
All right.
yeah.
no watch today. I
Everything's
still have the
starting.
chain through the earrings. I don't know. I was feeling a little something
I mean, I
small.
could throw on. Oh shit! I'm dropping everything.
Look
I
a
could
little
throw on a little G-Shock right here. Look.
Oh, hey, there you go.
I, do that, but
I mean, I ain't got nothing.
I ain't trying to do all that. So I was looking outside because I was like, wow, that looks amazing. And then I looked in the app and it said, today is going to be the nicest day this week. I'm like, I wonder if it could be a McLaren day. Who's to say? Who's to know?
I was driving my McLaren yesterday. I tell you what, I was whipping and drifting on a couple of little roads, and I said, damn, Swirl One would like this little path right here. I got to show him this path sometime. Who's to say, who's to know? So I was whipping my McLaren yesterday. Who's to say, who's
Yeah, it needs a bath. So today's a good day to do that. So shout out to you guys. Hopefully you've taken a bath or at least a shower.
Oh,
I know I did.
oh yeah.
I smell
My hair's
amazing.
kind of wet.
Let me tell you.
My hair's
I smell incredible. I already know because you know why? I got up feeling good. My vibe was high. Hey, the hot water was flowing. And oh my gosh, sup, bro? I was doing it.
What up, hothead?
Good morning, Vietnam.
And I got a new cup of Joe. Oh, that's fresh, new. It's caramel vanilla something. I was like,
Ooh.
why not? Let's try it. Oh, But that's not I brought 2 of them. That's right. So there's that. Also, I already put one of these down. Oh man, let me tell you something about some room temperature Fiji first thing in the morning. You can slam the whole thing gone, just so you know. Do us a favor though. I know you have a device nearby. All you have to do is use your opposable thumbs and start typing out a message to somebody who may not have a social media presence. Maybe they aren't quite aware how to search for a podcast or what a link to one of these great shows might look like. Maybe you could show them. Maybe you could be the one that inspires them to click a link and say, I might have to subscribe to these guys. That would be outstanding. I know I try to do that every single day with somebody I meet. So if I could do it, you could do it, my friends. And they might learn a little something about, keeping a little smile on their face today. Who's to say, who's to know? Well, I know this. We always start this show with some chuckles and some laughs and some smiles. And not only that, I mean, you got to have bright and shiny faces in the morning. So you might as well just smile about that, Duke, right? Because that's always good too.
150%, dude. I mean, hey, I love the vibes. We're on the same page. We're feeling good. We're feeling alive. The weather must be turning a little bit in the Windy City. I don't know what it is. I was feeling great yesterday, dude. I tell you what, I come out of the gym, t-shirt and joggers. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. I don't have to have a sweatshirt and my pea coat and my doggone beanie and a face mask all the way to my car. Oh, baby, come on one time. I'm so excited. I'm so happy it's back. And also, I just realized I'm a real company man this morning. I mean, real company man.
Bro. I don't know. I'm all going to control faces, bro.
Oh, wow. Hey, I agree with that. I don't think I can show guns on YouTube, or else we would just have.
No, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, 100. We would have a
like to dive in on it. There's another show. I'll tell you all about it.
Oh, we could definitely have a little show and tell. Who's to say? Who's to know? That might be a lot of fun. Rumble and X are okay with that. I know that for sure. Who's to say? Who's to know? Oh, speaking of, we just might have us a morning laugh that might tie back in with that old gun control right there. Who's to say? Who's to know? And speaking of friends, it appears that might be this time in the show.
Wow, I had no idea. I really didn't.
What a doggone segue that is. Who's to say? Who's to know? We appreciate you all being here live in the show. And if you don't know, you won't know, but we begin a very specific way. See, we don't like to button it up right away and, be all fancy and try and give you all these big words and these studies and this is what you got to. No, we just try to be normal, basic, average human beings. And we like to start a day with a little chuckle, a little knee slap, or a little hearty har, if you will. Because the great Jim Valvano once said, in order to have a full day, you got to do 3 things. You got to laugh, you got to cry, and you got to think. And the first thing on that list is a good old laugh. So this morning, my friends, some short ones again. And I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm the host of the program. I'm putting together the damn agenda. 3-pack again on a Tuesday.
Oh my gosh. Not
1, 2, 3. We're going 3. Once again, it's going to be hot and heavy. So my friends, video number 1. Morning laugh, numero uno, is for all you potheads out there that maybe enjoyed some vitamins this morning, as well as right as side by or whatever. I don't know. Obviously, I enjoyed the vitamins with your other pot, the other. However, maybe you enjoyed copious amounts, and maybe you got into a little trouble with the law. Maybe you got pulled over and they say, good morning, how are you? And you say, hi, how are you? How high are you? Hi, how are you? Who's to say, who's to know? So this, my friends, is hi, how are you?
Smoking any pot today? No. Well, you've been stopped here for 15 minutes. Can you tell me why that is?
We're waiting for the stop sign to turn green.
How high are you?
Hi, how are you?
No, I said, how high are you?
Hi, how are you? This guy's so friendly, babe.
Okay, I am going to have to conduct a pot sobriety test.
Oh, man, I'm too high for that.
Blow into this?
Hey, is that a breathalyzer?
No.
That's a pretty good test. You may. I would probably laugh.
I'd be laughing my ass off. Did you just give me a
kazoo, bro?
Playing a little. I'd start playing a little ditty, just dancing around in my seat.
Hi, how are you?
I'm high. How are you?
Hi. Agreed.
Cheers to that this morning, all you potheads out there. So just be careful.
Why is that so funny?
Because we resonate with it very highly. Who's to say? Who's to know? Very highly, if you will, as we're here on this show. Your first laugh of the day, my friends. Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? I mean,
hi, how are you?
Hi.
Second morning laugh of this fine morning program. I was scrolling through the old reels last night, and it was before I slid over to the old DMs between me and Deez. That was from Deez. Shout out to Deez for sharing that with me. And I started scrolling through and looking around, and all of a sudden I came across this video. And I don't know where it is. I don't know what language they're speaking. I ain't got a doggone clue what they're saying. But regardless, we've all been there. If you've partied, you spent some time on a boat, you've had a good time, you have inevitably been in a situation like this. Maybe on one side or the other, you'll see what I mean here in a moment, but either way, you've definitely found yourself here. My friends, live in prime time after a long day on the boat.
Dívej, kapitán, žltý, dívej.
He was like holding it
Moja posádka!
Hej, avete voluto anche dopo posádku trošku jako vyndám, ne? Tam budu ten makap. Hoši, my jsme si trénom! Ale to
Wait, this is the best part. Here it comes. 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 Wait.
It's like a cat. When a cat just wants to be picked up and just like zoomed up. Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, and then the guys in the front of the shot that was he's just run back the beginning of that and he lets him go and the guy goes back on the boat.
Yeah, why would you let the guy back on the boat?
He did all that time. Now that you know what's happening, watch it even closer now.
And he's holding him.
He was holding him and he goes to save this guy. And he's like, oh shit, what do I do? The guy's in the back. Why are we walking a plank? Why are we fucking walking a plank? His fucking pants come up. These go a little bit further. We got to go to where the fucking guy goes back on the boat.
Poor guy.
Okay.
This guy, I don't know how a guy in the pink shirt got back on the boat.
All right, here. This is no, D's, don't go too far. Back up. Stop. We want to see the other guy in the pink shirt getting back on the boat. This is what we want to see.
Does he use the blank or what happened?
Yes. Watch it. Here he goes. He makes it.
Bro, you're like, no, bro.
And he gets stuck on the netting of the life. He's back there fucking
The guy
floundering.
can't walk on a dock, but he can two-step right across that plank, nobody's business. He's like,
about fucking necked himself. Holy shit. I don't know where that is or what they were screaming or the Isa, oh yeah, or whatever the hell. I don't know what any of that was, but that is some high quality laugh right there. Who's to know? Got a little sentiment down in your coffee cup there?
no, I didn't put the damn lid open when I was trying to drink that sucker. So there's
that's rough. That's rough. Hey, great morning, Callie. Great morning, Callie. Live in primetime in the chat. I see a new name in the chat. I don't know who Callie is. Well, you did?
Yeah.
Sorry, I must not heard you.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're in the chat. You didn't say it in the chat.
Why would I not say hi?
You said it in the chat, but I'm saying it now.
What does it matter if I said it in the chat or if I said it in real life? It's real
well,
life.
I'm just don't fucking yell at me, bro. I'm just saying hi is all I'm saying. All right, don't get mad at me.
Scroll up and see. I said hi.
Oh.
I even said welcome.
I see it. All right, I see it. Hey, shout out Callie. Shout out to you, new Callie, live in prime time. Great to have you here. One time. I mean, I guess you could call it that, but I don't know. Whatever. Who's to know? We got a whole other show. We're gonna have to get over that pretty quick. If so, we got a third laugh coming your way here, my friends. Live in prime time, and this one is gonna come full circle to DJ Swirl One shirt he's got live in prime time on his chest. And you see, we're big fans of the Second Amendment around here. You know, I got always within reach. You know, we're on YouTube, or I'd show you. However, maybe you haven't got good gun lessons in a while. Maybe you haven't taken a firearm course in quite a few years. Maybe you don't spend time on the YouTube watching range videos like myself. Who's to say, who's to know? So, my friends, we thought we would take the opportunity to give you just a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of insights. If you're thinking about getting yourself a firearm, or maybe you needed just a little bit of schooling up, maybe a little refining of your tactical ability right now, my friends, here live this morning, we're getting us some shooting lessons.
Scenario, you never want to go for the face, you always want to go center mass, or my personal favorite, the dick. If you make the mistake of trying to rob me, oh, you freaking dumbass. Guess what? You're getting a shot towards the dick. Reason being, the pelvis actually holds up the whole entire body. If you take that out, they are now immobile. And you get to shoot them in the dick more. Body armor? No problem. Shoot them in the dick. No problem. Shoot them in the dick. Moral of the story, I'm probably going to shoot you in the dick.
Moral of the story, I'm probably going to shoot you in the dick. In a defensive scenario, you never want to shoot at the head. You always want to go center mass. Or better yet, the dick.
That's funny shit right there.
Run that back one more time, Deez. That's too good.
I'm probably going to shoot you in the dick.
That's too good. That is
in a defensive scenario, you never want to go for the face. You always want to go center mass, or my personal favorite, the dick. If you make the mistake of trying to rob me, oh, you freaking dumbass. Guess what? You're getting a shot towards the dick. Reason being, the pelvis actually holds up the whole entire body. If you take that out, they are now immobile. And you get to shoot them in the dick more. Body armor? No problem. Shoot them in the dick. Someone's taller than you? No problem. Shoot them in the dick. Moral of the story, I'm probably going to shoot you in the dick.
Someone taller than you? No problem. Shoot him in the dick.
Pretty easy. I don't know why. You're problem solving 101 right now.
Moral of the story, probably going to shoot you in the dick.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Woo! Those are some good morning laughs right there, Swirl One. Those are funny. I don't care who you are.
Pretty good.
Woo! My friends. Hope you enjoyed those laughs. I see the chat was laughing away. I'm glad we got some good ones. Got you feeling good. Got you tapped into the vibes this morning. If you ever find any laughs that you think would be good for the show, you can always send them over to me or Swirly D or even DEEZYY, wherever you want to shoot them. And we'll bring them here on over to the show. Doesn't matter. Even it can be a motivational clip, inspirational clip. It can be whatever you want. If you think it'd be fitting for the program, you can shoot it over here via DMs, or quick little reminder, you can send them over to the email of the show. That is askfnf@thedhmgroup.io. That is ASKF, the letter N, F at thedhmgroup.io. You can send them there, and you can ask your questions whatever they might be, whether an obstacle.
One I sent you the other day with the girl that was talking to the guy is so what would happen to me over and over. Oh, you said you didn't know her. Well, she knows you, and she's here.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
I swear somebody was listening to an ex of mine and made that because that's
did you see the Latino one that I made? You saw that fucking one? Oh, cita mi corazón. Ay, wait.
That was a good one.
Oh, hey, man. That gets me down, gets me into plums right
But
there.
the words that she was using was pretty. She was getting in it for a minute there.
Oh, she was. Then she started getting puta madre. And I was like, oh,
shit. I
oh.
love it when you speak that to me.
I love when you speak that pissed off Spanish. Oh,
God. Grown again.
Keep speaking it, baby. You're mad as shit, and it's just turning me on. Who's to say? Who's to know?
Bruh. Oh my God. We gotta stop. That's funny.
31 minutes after the top of the hour. Back what I was saying, if you want to ask your personal questions to the show, you want to be a little more lengthy, a little more anonymous, you can send them over there. Whatever obstacle you're dealing with, mental, physical, financial, business, personal, professional, whatever it is, send it over to us. We'll be more than happy to bring it here on the show and give you a little perspective on how to turn it into an opportunity. And who's to say, who's to know? You might not be the only one going through it here on this show. So maybe you just might help somebody turn their life around too. But that's all we got for the opening of the show. Morning laughs, opening banter, reminders, everything. It seems like we're really ready to go. 32 minutes after the top of the hour. We got some topics to get into. We got clips to watch. We got a loaded show the rest of the way. So strap in, tap in, lock in, baby. Rip out those notebooks and those pens or those pencils, whatever you need to keep track of the knowledge and the insights about to come your way. Open your ear holes wide and let's slide into the first segment of the day as we shoot that first arrow your way in your, sorry. In your sharpening session. My ear was starting to get a little sore. She just kept slapping my face. I appreciate you reminding me. It's definitely didn't have time to fill up my coffee. Pardon me, kids. One moment. Thank you very much. Okay, here we are back live in prime time on episode 676 of Forge and Fuel. Here for your first segment of the day, your sharpening session on this terrific Tuesday morning, February the 25th, 2025. Whew. Oh! How about burn the hairs off my tongue? Nice and hot in that thermos. Damn. Woo! Bruh. Well, my friends, here we are, ready to rock and roll. Your first official segment of the day. Your sharpening session is officially live, baby. And maybe you didn't check the title of the show. Maybe you didn't see the thumbnail, so you don't know where we're about to go. So let me be the first to get you up to date on our opening conversate. If you don't know, you won't know. But this morning, we're opening by talking about smiles create smiles. Smiles create smiles. And I got to credit once again this morning, Joe Rogan and Woody Harrelson. I watched that podcast on Sunday. Once again, I didn't post it in the gateway, but I've talked about it on the show and I talked about it with some other people. Banger podcast. So many good things. And there's been some clips on X and different stuff that have come out. But they started to play around with this thought just briefly. And then they went on to another topic. And I really started to spin on it. I had to pause the podcast and start thinking and write down some notes. And here a few days later, I'm ready to have it as a sharpening session. So what do I mean by smiles create smiles? Well, first of all, maybe you've said something to this effect. I just wish people would act right. Oh, I just wish people would stop being so stupid. Why are people so dumb? I just wish they would act right. If you're like me, you've probably said that before. You've probably gone around in this world and especially the way society is nowadays with our participation trophies and social media and everything in between, everybody needing to be seen and everybody needing to be helped across the street and have their hand held no matter their age. Even 20, 30, 40-year-old guys need to have their hand held to walk across the street, not just 80, 90-year-old women nowadays, for crying out loud. And you just think, man, what the hell is going on with society? Why are people so fucking dumb? And then you just start kind of hardening to society and you get kind of pissed off at people and, man, I hate people and I don't want to be around people and and you just kind of start hating life and hating the world and hating people just because you wish people would act right. But this morning, my friends, I'm here to challenge you on something. Maybe it's not the people, but what you're bringing to the people. I'll ask you this question. Are you looking at those people like they're stupid, crinkling your nose at them, you dumbass, what the fuck's wrong with you? Can't you figure it out? Cheapers, creepers. Are you treating them with the same respect and love as somebody who you have in your 5-foot circle? Even though they may not be in your 5-foot circle, even though they may not be somebody you personally know, they might just be somebody in line in the checkout. Are you looking at them like, get it together, dumbass? Or are you being the light that can help them get it together? Give you a couple stories. Had to go to the post office yesterday. Haven't had a post office store in a while. Haven't had to roll over there in a while. And, it is so funny to me how negative the post office is. Every time you go in, it is the worst energy. The workers look pissed off. There's no music playing. Everybody standing in line is in a hurry. They're rushing to try and get through the line. They didn't have time to go to the post office, but they still went to the damn post office. It makes no sense to me. So every time I go to the post office, I try to be that light. I already know what the energy is going to be, so I try to bring a different energy. Yesterday, I'm walking in. I got some country music playing. For some reason, I was in a country mood yesterday. I was listening to Brad Paisley and some Tim McGraw and some old school stuff. Not country western old school, but kind of old school. And I walk in and I'm whistling and singing. And I got my music playing and I'm just kind of walking in and I felt that vibe instantly. But I just kept singing and having fun and doing this and whistling and kind of talking to myself as I'm writing stuff. Okay, this is what I got to do. They're doing this. And I could start to feel the energy kind of shift. I could feel people looking at me like, what the hell? Who is this guy? What's going on? Why is he so happy? Nobody's happy to be in the post office. And, I get up, I have a good conversation with the guy. He's not so happy, but I make him smile a couple of times. I'm talking his ear off, but he's just not very happy at all. And when I go to leave, I walk out the door and I see two guys walking up, one coming this way and one coming right at me. And I walk out the door and I hold the door and the first guy kind of speeds up and, oh, hey, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. I've got all the time in the world. Everybody seems to be rushing at the post office. I just do a kind gesture for somebody else. So, hey, I really appreciate that. And in the door he walks. And the next guy, he comes up and didn't know what to do. He didn't know if I was holding the door. I was going in, going out. I said, hey, after you, young man. I'm just the doorman today at the post office. He said, I just kind of started laughing, chuckled, and went in. And as I went to turn away, I kind of looked back. And the first guy that I had held the door for, now he had held the door open for the second guy and gave him a smile and said, hey, how you doing today? So, I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. How about you? And they had a small little conversation. Would that have happened if I wouldn't have held that door? I don't know. Would those two have had that energy if I didn't set the tone at the first door? I can't tell you. And that's the key point. It's all about the energy that you bring. If you want people to act right, maybe you need to act right first. Think about this. Just as anger creates anger, smiles create smiles. So whatever energy you're putting out into this world is exactly what you're going to get back. And maybe Make it even simpler than your energy and your frequency and your vibrations and all the things you do and stack and put out into this world. What's your face saying? What is your face saying to those around? And if people are approaching you or not acting right, or not doing the things that you want them to do, or not responding to you in the way you think they should respond to you, maybe it's not them. Maybe you're the one not acting right. Maybe you're the one treating them like they're stupid. Maybe you're the one judging them. And maybe it's time to just realize that judgment creates more judgment. Anger creates more anger. Just as, my friends, smiles create more smiles. Who's to say, who's to know? That's my opening thoughts on the first topic of the show. What do you think there, DJ Swirl One?
Shit, I wish people would act right. That's what I think. Fuck.
Yeah, you and fucking me.
Tell you what,
fuck all these assholes.
I get mad too, just like I'm human. There's times I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. As a matter of fact, the other day, I stumble and fall too, but then I always catch myself in the middle of it. You know, one of my biggest pet peeves, actually, I got two of them. There's only two pet peeves I have in life. One, if you sit in the left lane and you don't got ticket money or felony ideas, then get the hell out of the left lane, because that's for ticket money and felony ideas. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, get the hell out of my way, okay? I'm sorry. You see me doing 150, why are you going to get in front of me doing 75? That shit just does not work. That's one of them. Second one is this. I was actually, you guys know, I was in the city in the desert, and I was waiting on an elevator, and the elevator comes down, and there's this family in front of me, and there's this kid there, the two parents, and the door opens up, and the kid just immediately starts going. And now we're not talking a small kid. We're talking probably 14. Starts pushing right in. There's like a whole bunch of people trying to get out. And I'm like, yo, little etiquette, let him out, come on, let him out. And I was trying to be a little like, hey, I'll thump you on the head, kid, I swear. And the parents looked at me, and I looked right at him. I said, hey, etiquette goes a long way when you teach it. And I just looked right at him like, come on, like, damn it, would you act right? And then they get in that elevator. Damn right I got in the elevator with them. But then I immediately smiled. And I said, hey, we all have our times. And they kind of looked, and I just looked at her. I said, hey, that's something you got to learn. A little lesson there, right? And all the way up that elevator, I had some fun with them, and it went fine. Everything went good. Because I have to remind myself in those situations, don't criticize people. You've done dumb shit your whole life too. And I'm sure somebody looked at you and went, damn, this idiot, would he start acting right? And yeah, I probably didn't, and there's a lot of times, especially with my gymnasium voice, where I can be pretty loud and people can look at me, man, would that guy start acting right? As a matter of fact, I had somebody tell me this last weekend, hey, dude, can you keep it down? I was like, no, I can't keep it down. It's not in my nature. So you sometimes do have to bring your best self to every single thing you do, right? Talked about the post office. Man, I got a guy in St. Charles over in Missouri. When I was about to leave that area, I went over and I saw him. I said, hey, Kevin. He couldn't even believe I remembered his name, but he knew who I was, but we never talked on the level. You've always been great to me. I got a question. The guy answers all the kind of questions. Next thing you know, he smiles and goes, man, I appreciate you. You have a good day. You've always been awesome when you come in here. It's because I always bring that energy. Someone said to me the other day, you have the ability to make people notice you. Like, just how do you do it? You're the life of the party everywhere. And I always think to myself, well, I always try to find people and leave them better than I found them. And it just goes to show everywhere I go, I don't just do this today. I've been doing it for years. And it's funny because, again, I was in the desert, in the city over there. And I walked up to someone and I was like, oh, let's go get this bar over here. There's my friend right there. That's Jeff. And I could just remember his name. Well, I've known Jeff for it's got to be 8 years. Okay. And I met Jeff just by walking up to the bar and playing Keno. Well, Jeff and his cohort started talking, and we started talking about all kinds of stuff. As a matter of fact, they turned me on to Urban Necessities, which is a really nice little shoe store over there. At the time, I didn't know about it. This is like years ago. And so I walk up and I see Jeff. I'm like, hey, bro, what's going on? He's like, bro. He goes, I hate to say this. I don't remember your name, but I remember your smile. And I started laughing at him. I was like, hey, it's BJ. I said, hey, I come here all the time, man. I said, we talked about shoes in the past, if you remember that. Oh, and it just like you could see, it just rewound everything that we've ever talked about. And he goes, oh shit, hey, just want to let you know, hey, George no longer works here. And I'm like, I wasn't thinking about George at all. But it's funny that my smile brought back the whole memory of what we talked about when I said what we were talking about. And he remembers who he had the conversation with, which was his cohort, George. I was like, man, I remember I saw him a while back. We started talking, and he was really excited to see me. Next thing you know, I sat with him, had a few different talks, and it was pretty amazing to see that this guy could remember me and actually would say that. So it's one of those things, if you treat people that way all the time and you realize that you make mistakes, you can't criticize people for doing something wrong or for being in the wrong or having a lapse of, oh my gosh, I was in my own world and something happened. You have to understand in those moments, even when you're trying to teach a lesson, you have to be smiling a little bit. It's not about what you say. It's literally how you say it. And sometimes when you say things with a smile, hey, your baby's ugly. It's not as bad. You know, it's not as bad. It's just the way it is. And they might think you're joking. They might think you're serious. But hey, behind every joke, there's a little bit of truth, correct? So with that, have a smile that's infectious. Have a smile that when you bring up that smile, it brings up all of the other energy that you brought to that conversation. Everything that you gave them, all of those different feelings and emotions that you might have given them during that conversation, people will remember that. And there is a whole reason why you can walk in, and I've talked about it, changing the world in 40 foot in each different direction just by having that vibe about you. That's what's going to make this world a better place, because just like Capp says, if you can do that for somebody right in front of you and they can just last for 30 seconds, maybe they can pass that on to somebody else in that 30 seconds. And even if it's only 30 seconds, if that keeps going down, you giving yourself an opportunity to change the entire world with just 2 seconds of you just throwing up that smile.
Hell yeah. Shout out Swirl One. Great perspective there, man. I like that. I like that stuff. Got me some good notes. I started thinking about a moment that I had last week when you were talking about, you know, you said people notice you, you walk in a room, people can tell your energy. How do you do that? And you said, I just want to leave people better than I found them, right? So I'm at the gym, and there was a young lady that I had some conversations with in the past, but no longer any conversations, let's just say that. And I am friends with a guy that she's also had some conversations with. Let's just say she's had many conversations. She's one of them conversational ladies. Who's to say, who's to know? And if you're following what I'm saying. So I'm talking to my guy, Scotty Too Hottie. Shout out Scott. And he knows Swirl One. He knows Diamond Hand Media Group. He knows what we do here. You don't know Scott, but he's a big fan of what we do, Swirl. And I'm chopping it up with him, this, that, the third. And we start talking about the J&J Weekend Getaway. And I start telling him what we do and this and that. And he's, for this how it started. He said, what are you doing this weekend? I said, man, I think I might run over to a couple of venues. I'm looking at a couple of spots. I'm going to get my boy booked out. I want to try to check this out for this event we got coming up in the summer. I got all types of shit on my plate. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Like, oh, shit. In charge of booking the venues out. I said, in charge of booking the whole fucking event. And he said, what? I said, I put the whole motherfucker together. He goes, what are you talking about? So I start telling him J&J Weekend Getaway, what we do. And I said, bro, networking events are just such bullshit. Everybody who has ever put on a networking event, that you all sit in a circle jerk and everybody tells you how great they are and how awesome they are and how often they fuck and how big their dick is, but they never give you a rubber or tell you how to get in the game. And he just starts laughing his ass off. And I said, me and my boy Swirl, we give people rubbers to tell them how to get in the game. We like to provide solutions to problems. And we just start going down this rabbit hole. Eventually he looks at me, he goes, man, I love your fucking energy. Just keep doing what you do. I love what you bring. This aura. Now, mind you, this whole time, this other girl who thinks I'm just fucking the scum of the earth is now hearing all of this. And fuck, right? So that's one check on the box. I think, fuck yeah. But I turn around and I look at him and I said, man, I'll tell you what, it's because God has put me to be a light in this dark world. I am simply here to leave people better than I found them. That's exactly what I told him. I said, I just want to be that energy. I just want to be the light. There's so many people dragging their knuckles, pissed off, upset, moaning and groaning. And as I started going down that rabbit hole, somebody else heard and then got involved in the conversation. Yeah, why are people always like that? And man, it is about energy. And oh, dude, I love your energy and how you're always smiling. It makes me want to be more energetic in here and shit. Damn, somebody just said it right there. If you just bring the energy, other people see it and they want to have that energy too. We're going to watch a video all 4 of these videos are just going to build on everything we've been talking about today. So what I'm telling you what, and I didn't even plan it this way. We just happened to go in these rabbit holes. And I love how you ended it, man. Your smile is infectious. Your energy is infectious. And, I think about it with how some of my content has started to pop on Instagram and we're starting to gain some momentum and things starting to happen over there. There are the token people who say, oh, you and your stupid fucking blue glasses. Oh, you're just a dumbass. Oh, what, that stupid fucking hammer. I get all that plenty of times. But I also get the people in the comments, damn, love your energy, bro. Yo, those blue glasses are fucking hilarious. Keep crushing. Yo, that shit, I didn't know this. Holy shit, please keep bringing this information. I didn't know this information. Those are 9 out of 10. And the 1 out of 10 is the person who says, you shouldn't be doing this. Oh, for somebody who seeks the truth and is all about the truth, you sure fit information to fit your narrative. Oh, really? When I just pull up websites and I just show you data, that's all okay, whatever. People are resonating with that. And it goes back to what I said, just do what you enjoy. Be somebody who you would want to buy a drink for in the bar. Create things that you enjoy and other people will enjoy it too. And I'm living proof of it right now. And I got a 6K dance to do on Instagram, Swirl One. We have broken 6K on the old Insta Slam, baby.
Let's go. All right. We're talking about it is all about the energy you bring to the world. It's all about the energy you bring to the day. As a matter of fact, before you can change anybody else in this world, if you can just tell yourself you're fine, you're going to kill it today, you are going to win today. Boy, I tell you what, that energy that you bring to yourself will help your day be brighter. I looked outside. I love it when there's sun. I get excited. I am a person of the sun. I grew up in New Mexico, 330 days of sunshine. It was always shining outside. And no matter what, if I could see the sun, I knew it was going to be a great day. I knew it. So it's always been ingrained in me. So when I look outside and I see, I smile. That's why right as soon as he started the show, he's like, hey, he's looking out the window. It's because I'm drawn to color and light and vibrancy and excitement. And I love that about this life. I know that I don't have hundreds of summers left. I know that every summer is so precious and that every day I have is so important. So I'm not going to waste a minute of it frowning. Even when bad things happen. I mean, something happened yesterday. I was like, man, there's a little frog. And I was like, you know what? It's life. Things happen. It's a lesson, something I learned. Whatever. Don't dwell on these things because I tell you what, the energy that you bring to every day is what you're going to get out of it. If you're going to sit and dwell and thanks for noticing me and be the Eeyore, I guarantee you're going to see the black cloud everywhere. That bias is going to show. So make sure that you have an attitude that is infectious, that is contagious, that somebody wants to catch. Because that's what they want is people around them that get them in the mode of, man, if this guy can do it, I can do it. Wow, why was that guy so excited? Man, if he can do it that way, man, he had no reason to be so pumped up, but he was all pumped up in here. And guess what? Why can't I do that? You know why? Because you think somebody's going to judge you, because you might be embarrassed, because you think it's fake, because somebody's going to say a comment on this or that, because, oh, well, you know what? Nobody can be happy all the time. No, we're not happy all the time. We just choose to smile through life. That's the difference.
Fuck. Just choose to smile through life, man. That's it. Just choose to be happy. What's the alternative, Live Dog? I know you're out there somewhere. I love saying that to people. Well, why are you so happy? Why do you bring so much in? What's the alternative? You want me to be negative? You want me to be dragging my knuckles? You want me to be like everybody else when you ask me how you doing? Fine. I'm doing good. How about you? Oh, I'm good. Oh, good. Have a good day.
Monday. Can't wait till Friday.
What? How stupid of a conversation is that? Why do you think I say spectacular every time? Because it breaks the monotony and it turns into a conversation every single time because everybody says, how you doing today? Oh, I'm good. How are you? Oh, I'm good. Okay, good. Have a good day. Good day to you too. And then the thing's over. Everybody does that same thing. So if you say terrific, spectacular, change it by the day. You're magnificent on Monday. You're terrific on Tuesday. You're wonderful on Wednesday. You're tremendous on Thursday. And you're fantastic on Friday. You're spectacular on Saturday and Sunday. What? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Are those words too hard for you to think of? Is that too hard for you to get positive? Is that too hard? All you can think of is the negative words? man, oh man, maybe it's time. And boy, oh boy, I really realized it, really was recognizing it last night. The things you watch, the things you read, the things you put into your body. You know, I'm always on the fucking red pill and the researching and the doing. And I decided to take a little break, go in a little different direction. I like Chicago. I like history. I like to learn about the stuff. And I fell into the old Chicago gang rabbit hole and everything going on right now. And I had no idea how messy it has gotten in Chicago. I mean, there is the bloodhounds and the grave diggers and the this and the, it's not just GDs and vice lords. It's not, it is insane in Chicago now. And I'm starting to listen to these guys and, you know, like Rico Reckless. Dude's funny as shit. And he's talking about, he's like, I'm thinking about Rico Responsible now. I'm not Rico Reckless anymore. I'm Rico Responsible, cracking my ass up, talking about it real. But as I was listening to this stuff and the things he's talking about, and I pulled up one of the songs that he was talking about, I started listening to the song and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's just talking about getting in a car, driving down to the store, seeing a guy he doesn't like, shooting him in the head, getting back in his car and going smoking a blunt with his homies.
Bruh.
What is that doing for me? Holy shit. And then I just start going down. I'm like, whoa, wow, I got to get out of this rabbit hole. Okay, back to the red pills. Holy shit. It is that easy to just start putting bad shit in your body and your mind. And all of a sudden you're down this rabbit hole. You're, oh, fuck. And now your energy's bad and you're bringing bad energy to everybody else. And now your whole life's shit. Your relationships are shit. And you wonder why you can't get out of the shit.
Bro, I brought up Good Kid, Mad City. And, you know, that kid in there. Hey, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of all that, right? It's true. You know what? You got to get out of your own head. You got to get out of the negative cycle and the negative, everything you see around you. If you notice around you, there's nobody winning. It's time to start winning yourself. It's time for you to be the winner. I promise you, there's no other person that's going to change it for you. Nobody owes you a thing in this world. Ain't going to hand you anything. The worst part about it is most people get caught up in that, think that they have no chance, no choice, because there is nobody winning around them. That's the difference. Be the outlier. Be the person that decides to change that for themselves. Hey, if it means you got to change your name, change your name. I'm just saying it's the truth. Hey, and it's funny that I say that, but hey, some people know me as Swirl One. Some people know me as James. Some people know me as BJ. Why do you think I do that? Why do you think there's different, you know why? Because there's different levels to who you are. And you can tell when somebody sees me and says full swirl, oh, they know exactly what that means. I am the utmost me in those moments. When you see full swirl, that is me in all of my aura and glory, as bright as a phoenix. And then there's other times you might find me, I might be a little bit more reserved at certain times. But the point is this, I'm always looking for the energy that's going to make me win. I'm not going to look for the energy that's going to bring me down, hold me down, keep me contained. That's what you're trying to see from all these people out there. They're just trying to show power over you, to show their will over you, show you that you don't have the power to break out of the matrix. My friends, you have to smile big. You've got to exude energy and confidence. You've got to bring so much, because I promise you, every day it's energy transfer. Every person you meet is either taking from you or giving to you. And if all the people that you talk to are stealing your energy every single day, it's time to get a new network, because I get charged up when I talk to Capp, and fired up when I talk to DZ, and ready to rock when Jared Albright's rocking. I'm telling you, that's what you need. You need batteries around you, not leads to take your energy.
I think we can leave it right there for the opening segment of the day. Hot damn. Woo-hoo-hoo. Talk about an opening 2 sharpening sessions of this week. I mean, hot diggity dog. We didn't even need to do anything else from here on out. I mean, I got a full page of notes. If you ain't got a full page of notes out there on the other side of the screen, I don't know what you're doing. Your ear holes ain't open wide. If you ain't feeling these vibes, if you ain't ready to run straight through a brick wall, I don't know what's going on deep down inside of you right now. Maybe you need some more vibes. Maybe you need some more inspiration and motivation. Well, good thing this show ain't over, and we got plenty more coming your way. As we get into your second segment of the day, we watch a few clips, do a little reacting in your Reaction Refinery. All Alrighty then, my friends. Here we are back live in prime time on episode 676. A little sequential number for you this morning on 22525. All types of sequential numbers on this terrific Tuesday morning. Hope you've been coming alive, but if not, we got plenty more vibes to share with you on this new side of the program. Your second segment of the day, your reaction refinery. And if you don't know, you won't know, but this is where we watch a few clips. We bring a few high-level humming beans to the program. We listen to their thoughts and perspective, and maybe we agree or potentially disagree with them and share our thoughts on the new topics at hand. So without further ado, my friends, it's time to get into the first clip of the day. No further hesitation or delay. We welcome on a man who has joined us one time on this program. Last time he was here, we really liked what he had to say. And I heard this the other day. Shout out to DWEZYY sending this my way. I heard this. I said, ooh, that's a banger. That's probably going to build on top of what we're talking about. And as I just look at these clips right now, I'm saying, my goodness, this is just going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. The temperature is going to continue to turn up in here. So please grab a fire extinguisher. It might set ablaze. We might turn electric. We may become a nuclear power plant as we get into the first clip of the day featuring Coach Al here this morning to give us some perspective on our relationship with judgment.
I agree with judgment being a bad thing. The reason I disagree with it is because it's a very natural thing. You actually need to judge if it's cold outside or if it's warm. Do you think about that or do you just feel that? Is that a judgment? Yeah, like, oh, it's cold. You put on. So what do you do after it's cold? You put on a sweater. So it's not the judgment that is bad. It's the action after the judgment that could be a bad habit, right? So if the water is hot or cold, how do you know? Do you think about it? Is it instant? Can you control it? Are you judging the water? Yeah, if the water is hot, are you judging it? You're absolutely judging it. When we are aware and we judge, then we're able to make a positive choice or a decision to put us in a better scenario, okay? So when we are unaware, we just judge. Have you guys ever been like, I don't like it? And just stay like this? Does anything change? No, nothing changes. As a matter of fact, your attitude just is horrible. But like the idea is you can judge, it's about what you do after the judgment, right? To change your scenario a little bit.
I said it. The biases of life are there and you can't do anything about it. When you look at a kid, there's a reason why the kid goes right to the mom and hugs the leg when he sees the stranger. It's a bias. I don't know this person. I know the familiarity of these people over here. So therefore yes, I'm going to judge you, especially if you look different than me. It's not a negative thing. And that's why it's funny because, the shirt talks about all gun control is racist. People talk about that racist word all the time. Everybody's got biases and everybody's got judge. They can be judged. They got judgment. That's just part of life. What he's saying is exactly right. And that's why I always say what Capp said, that don't criticize people. I'm big on that. As soon as I feel myself judging somebody, and I wrote it down right here, literally, when I say don't criticize, an arrow, it says, God bless that man. It's the next thing that comes out of my mind. And exactly what he said is right. When you judge, the next thought, the next action, the next thing you do is what separates you from everybody out there they consider racist or this or that. Nope. If I immediately, when I criticize somebody in my mind, oh my God, judge, man, please, God bless that person. God bless, by the grace of God, there go I. And that's the thing you have to understand. And I wrote this down. I was going to bring it up earlier, but you know what? The other day, and this has happened to me twice in Vegas, but this time it actually happened to me. And I want to say it might even have been the same damn guy. I'm just telling you. So I'm walking by a homeless guy, and it's first thing in the morning, and I'm a little foggy. Let me tell you, I am. Buddy, foghorn, leghorn, walking through this sucker, getting my cup of coffee. I'm barely alive. And he looks over at me and goes, hey, man, you got a quarter. Immediately, what do I think? You can start judging. Immediately, you just start judging. It's a guy older than me sitting on the side. I swear it could be the same guy. I can't even tell you. The more I think about it, it could be the same guy. This happened a couple years ago. And anyway, and I said, no, sir, I don't have any change on me. I said, literally just came down, put this on my room. I'm going back to where I'm going, right? And he says, he goes, well, wait a minute, though. He goes, do you have $5? I was like, no, I just told you I put this on my room, and the whole time I'm walking. And he goes, well, you know what? You got a phone on you right now. I said, bro, everybody's got a phone. He said, yeah, you got Cash App? I'm like, yeah, I got Cash App. He said, just Cash App me $100. I'm like, yo, dude. I'm like, we went from do you have a quarter to just Cash App me $100. Imagine all the judgment that can happen in that moment as you're sitting there walking. And I remember sitting there looking around, and I turned around and I said, you know what? God bless that guy and his ability to just ask that question. That right. I mean, it just, I smiled at him. There's nothing more I could say. I wasn't even judging him at that point. Hey, you every shot you don't take, right, DZ? That's what I'm saying right there. So it's funny how judgment happens. It's what you do after that. I always say, God bless that person, because I know I judge. I know I can have biases, but I'm aware of them. So when I get one, I say something about it.
Interesting thoughts there, Swirl One. Who's to say, who's to know? I ain't heard of too many homeless guys with Cash Apps, but that's a new one to me. Who's to say, who's to know?
Happened, bro.
And you said something in there by the grace of God, go I. I thought of something, and I had to think for a minute what it was from, and it is from the album Why Lord, LAWD, Why Lord, with a question mark. It's by No Worries, and that is Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's I know it's Anderson .Paak. I think it's Bruno Mars too. However, this is the opening intro. It's not a song, so I don't think we'll get struck for it or anything. So this is Dave Chappelle, and I just think it really, this right here. Come on, Dave. I need Dave.
Right now.
It's the word deserve. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than me, I say, there before the grace of God. I could have been that nigga. Whenever I see someone more fortunate than me, I say, there because of the grace of God. Go on. So I'd like to try that. Thank you, God. Thank you for letting me get to be what I got to be.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I think it's the same guy, because the more I think back, you know what he told me? Because he told me this the last time, and I wouldn't give him a quarter when I was on the other side of the strip. He said something like, you know, this could be you. And I told him I was homeless one time. He said to me, you need to go to church. And I said, I live at church. I literally just told him, God's right here, bro.
It is incredibly easy to judge. So easy to judge. It's how we're wired as human beings to make that judgment. I love how Coach Al put it. You judge water. You have to judge if water's hot or cold, or else you're gonna get burned, or else it's gonna be cold when you get in the shower. You have to judge that water, right? But the action after that is the key and critical point. And I am on the same tip as you, Swirl. When I get to a moment where I'm judging somebody, whether it's how they look, what they're doing, how they're moving, how they reacted, whatever it is, I know in that moment that is God testing me. I know that is him saying, oh, you think you can judge one of my children? Oh, you think you can judge one that you're better than them? I know every hair on his head just as I know yours. You're better than him. And I hear him saying that so clear to me. And I say, ooh, sorry, God, you're right. Ooh, boy, my bad. Okay, let me see the good in that person. And so much recently, I've just been having this feeling of that person's an angel. That person was put in my path to make me judge them, to make me make the right decision and action afterwards, to see if I really am bout it. If I really do walk that walk, or if I just show up on a podcast and try to talk that talk. And I get it every single fucking day. Every single moment of the day, bro. I get tested on this shit. The things I talk about on this show, I hear God laughing when I talk about it, because I know I'm about to leave this show and get tested on it. Oh, you talk good about it. Okay. You ready to go walk out in the world and try what you've been talking about? All right, sweet tits, see what you can do. And he just laughs at me the whole way. And I just have conversations with him all doggone day. You're damn right.
I live in church, bro. That's why I say I live in church, bro. What are you talking about? Bro, we're right here right now.
Taking gangsters to church, man. Straight facts. Straight facts. Our relationship with judgment. Shout out Coach Al. Damn, great one there. Next one up on tap. I realized I left out a word here. Actually, I shortened 2 words, so I hope DZ figured out what I was trying to say here, or else it's going to be a little rough on the old ticker down there at the bottom, because it was my fault and I misspelled on the agenda. So I'm going to take the hit for this one. Full accountability if it is misspelled down there, because it's just, what the hell does that even say? So second clip of the day, we get joined by the legendary Pastor Mike Jr. If you haven't heard or seen a Pastor Mike Jr., you are about to become acquainted this morning, my friends, as he gives us some high-quality perspective, gets it all the way around the bend, and gives you a little thoughts on, they be doing it, though. They be doing it, though.
Got to say congratulations to me in 2025. You ain't gotta like me, gotta hang with me, gotta kick it with me, gotta call me. You won't unfollow me, cause you know if you unfollow me, you gonna miss something. So how about you just accept the fact that I am the proof that God is making ways out of no way. I am the proof that you can come from nothing and God will still. They say stuff about you like, well, you gotta watch them. They got a nasty attitude. They difficult to deal with. It's not that I'm difficult and I don't have a nasty attitude, but I did not go through all of that to get to where I am, for you to play me like I'm not who I am. So if they won't speak up for me, sometimes I gotta speak up for me. That's why you gotta be careful what you say in this season, because your mouth gonna block your proof. They can treat you like you ain't one of them one, that's their problem. The favor on your life in 2025 gonna be so undeniable that even the folk who don't like you don't have to say, yeah, but they doing it though, they doing it though.
Out there they are.
Woo! Shout out Pastor Mike Jr. You don't have to like me in 2025. You ain't gotta congratulate me. You ain't gotta say shit. But I know you won't unfollow me. I know you keep getting in my comment section telling me I ain't worth a shit. I know you keep showing up. Just keep showing up. And just accept that I'm proof that I am favored by God and that I am on my mission and I am on the consistent, persistent pursuit of my passions. And I have been given a blessing and I am not going to waste it. You can keep hating, you can keep fighting, but you will see where this all goes. You will see the growth. You will see what will come out of the Diamond Hand Media Group and Forge and Fuel and the J&J Weekend Getaway and everything, Decoding the Divide, everything we do. The best is yet to come. And man, I talk about getting fired up. Pastor Mike Jr., man. Holy shit.
That's why I would say, hey, when someone tries to say, hey, how's your little podcast? How's your little business? Hey, I be doing it though. I don't care how big or small it is or what you think. I'm out here doing it every day. I'm going to get up and I'm going to try. I'm going to get up and I'm going to win. I do feel blessed and highly favored. Yes, I'm still trying to figure it out. I feel like a monkey fucking a football. Okay, so what? I'm going to figure it out. I promise you. It's going to happen. So what I'm going to do every day is think I'm going to win. Think I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to find a way to the end of it. I don't care what it takes. I have no reason but to keep moving up. You know how far I've been. You know the shit I've been through. You know the things I've had to endure. All the ridicule, the embarrassment, the stuff that I did to myself. Oh, my God. There's nothing you can do to me that I haven't already done to myself. That's the difference. I already know where I've been because I put myself in that. What part of it was mine? All of it. So now, you know what part of it is? Mine, all of it. And I'm going to make it better. Every day I'm going to figure it out. Every day I'm going to do the things I need to. The 4 or 5 things are what going to get me out there. So when someone doubts me, they're like, you know what, though? Should be doing it, though.
They be doing it, though. He be showing up every day, though. He be making that podcast every day, though. He do be making content every doggone day, though. Man, I still be hating on him, but he do be showing up, though. I tell you what, who's to say, who's to know? And also, your mouth will block your proof.
God bless it will, too.
Your mouth and your actions will block your proof. Woo! Think about that. So we get into your third clip of the day, featuring a young man who I just came across yesterday. He only has 10 posts on his page on Instaslam, but he's got 20,000 followers. Don't know how the hell it's possible. Don't know what else he does. Got to get more acquainted with this guy. No clue who he was, like I said, before I was yesterday years old. So joining us this morning, the one and only Parker Bosco. No clue if you've ever heard of him. Joining us this morning with some perspective on all it takes to be excellent.
1996 study, a psychologist set out to see how hard it is to become excellent at one skill, and the results are surprising. He discovered that with consistency over the course of a year, all you needed was 100 hours, 18 minutes a day, become 95% better than any person at one thing. That is your fucking competition. In a world where people are so quick to give up, all you have to be is consistent. This is your opportunity. The bar has quite literally never been lower.
I said this. I brought this to the show already. I said it to you guys. I said it. Now bro, I was tracking hours, and I told you guys, if you could do anything 100 hours in a year, you're going to be better than 95% of the people that are doing that exact thing. Now, again, you may not be the best, but you're going to be better than 95%. You know why? Because they can't stay consistent. They can't stay in the game. Let me tell you something. I am doubling down. Capp was talking about what he was doing last night and taking in new information. Well, I was realizing last night, I was going through YouTube and I was trying to do this, but then I would prioritize. I would, wait a minute, I could click this video and that 15 minutes will give me this information, or I can click this video and that 20 minutes will give me this information. And I would make the decision based on what I really need right now. And it wasn't based on what my entertainment value would be, but what am I going to get the most out of in the amount of time that I have? Because I'm trying to learn something that's, and I told you guys today, it just clicked. Like something just clicked, and I don't know why it didn't click before. It wasn't time, wasn't my, maybe it wasn't the window, whatever it might be. But I tell you what, I'm taking in those hours, and I'm going to put that time into that consistency, and I'm going to make sure that I dial in the frequency that I'm trying to be on, and I can start vibrating on that plane, and then I'm going to be better than 95% of the people out there. And all I care about is that 1% of the people out there like what I do. And I don't give a shit about the other 99% at that point.
Yep. Pretty much all of that right there. Yeah. I don't know what that, drop bombs, 150%. 18 minutes a day. You don't have 18 minutes a day. That's all it takes is 18. You ain't got to spare 18 minutes once you're done with that 9 to 5, even if you're not on the consistent, persistent pursuit full time. 18 minutes at the end of your day to do something that progresses you in the right direction of that ultimate goal, that ultimate destination, that dream that you put a date next to and decided to turn into a goal, right? All it takes is breaking that goal down into steps, and that's a plan. And then you back that plan with daily consistent action for at least 18 minutes a day. Shit, maybe you get a little freaky and you go for 36 minutes. Or maybe you get even freakier and you go for an hour and 12. Ooh, shit. Then you might really. Or then maybe you show up for a whole 2 hours live on a podcast and you're training for other things as you're working on a show and spreading good vibes and messages and motivation and inspiration. Geez. Maybe if you just open your eyes.
So much damn sense over there.
Maybe if you just open your eyes, you might see what's going on around here. I don't know. Who's to know? I feel like I'm making too much sense. I got to dumb it down a little bit.
Way too much logic coming out of that.
I got to dumb it down a little bit. Sorry, I got way too high level there. My fault. My apologies. All it takes to be excellence, kids. Who's to say? Who's to know? Shout out Parker Bosco. Whew, he said that's your fucking competition. 95%, 18 minutes a day. That's your competition. Are you kidding me? Come on. And if you take 18 minutes to go to the gym, 36 minutes to go to the gym. You take 18 minutes to invest a little bit better. You take 18 minutes to work on your business. You take 18 minutes to work on your mentality. And holy fuck, you're a super soldier. Fourth and final clip of the day. Really going to put a cherry on top of this one here, baby. And this is the clip I referenced a while ago, back on the first segment of the day. and you'll understand what I meant when I started to go down the rabbit hole and why I stopped. Because joining us this morning, Miss Farrah Shams, in all her glory and all her energy, here this morning to give us some perspective on why social anxiety does not exist.
Social anxiety does not exist. It is a pure fragment of your imagination. Why are you going to care what anyone thinks, huh? Do any of these people pay for your bills? Why do you care what people think of you? Why are you embarrassed in front of people, huh? Look, no one cares. Look, people are just getting about their normal day and no one cares about you. So why do you care about what they think? Social anxiety literally does not exist. Look, see? Everyone's just shopping, minding their own business. They're all gonna go home and they're gonna forget about it.
People are more scared of you than you're scared of them. That's the problem. They're scared of the interaction. She's absolutely correct in that. It does not exist. It exists right here in between the 6 inches between your ears, right here. That's where it is. It's you're afraid of what we just talked about, being judged. You're afraid of being embarrassed. You're afraid of, oh my gosh, I'm going to go hit on this girl. What's the guy next to her going to say? You're afraid of that. You know what you're afraid of? You're afraid of this feeling right here. That's what you're afraid of. That's what it is. It's this feeling right here. It's like the feeling of I'm not confident enough. I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be doing this. Oh my gosh, what am I going to say now? I'm going to look like an idiot. That's what you're scared of. These people don't give a shit. Nobody cares what you do. They're so far in their own world. Buddy, they got so many damn things they're thinking of. The last thing they're worried about is why you got a camera up or why you're talking to that person or where you got to go or why you're in a hurry. None of that shit matters to any of them. Social anxiety is bullshit. You know what it is? It's your initial internal feeling just trying to say, I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to be hurt. And that's what happens. You end up calling it social anxiety.
And maybe they do judge you in that initial moment. Maybe that guy does judge you for approaching that girl, or maybe that person does judge you for walking in the room shining so bright they don't know what time of day it is anymore. But I guarantee you they'll forget about it in 30 minutes. I guarantee you they won't even remember it happened at the end of the day when they go to sleep. By the time they wake up in the morning tomorrow, they ain't even going to know that you crossed their path. So what fucking difference does it make? It doesn't make a single one. What are we doing right now? And I love how you put it, Swirl. I would say maybe just a little bit lower right there. The combination of the tight chest and the butterflies in the stomach, and the heart gets to pumping a little bit, and the mind starts swirling, and you start thinking about all the things you could say, would say, might say. Fuck it, I'm not going. Instead of just, oh, you're gonna be a bitch. Oh no, that girl's gonna reject you. Hey, fuck yeah, yeah, you might be a bitch. She might reject you, but I guess you're gonna have to go find out, pussy. All right. And you get yourself smacked back into shape, and you walk over there and you say, hey, couldn't help but notice you. I just had to come over here and tell you, you are absolutely beautiful. I know a lot of guys are looking at you in this place right now, and I wanted to be the one to actually come over here and say something. Oh, I appreciate it. Hey, you think maybe sometime I could take you out to dinner? I'd like to get your number. That kind of be cool, I think. Oh, sorry, I have a boyfriend. Oh, hey, whenever you're done with the boyfriend, let me know when you want to have a man friend. Hey, I'll always be here. You just let me know. Walk away and let it go. And guys will look and they'll say, oh my gosh, oh shit, he just got rejected. I love that moment. Walking tall back to whatever I was doing, get back in my flow. So what? I got rejected. Oh no, my birthday's not coming around this year. I'm not going to become another year older. I'm not going to accomplish new things. I don't have anything else I'm working on in my life. And maybe that's why. Maybe that's why people hang it so much on those moments, is because they don't have fuck going on in their life. And that girl would make them complete, finally give them something to look forward to. That opportunity would finally give them, but oh my gosh, we can't do that. God forbid if I got rejected, then oh man, I would just go back into the bullshit that I'm living. Oh no, I guess if I made that, if I jumped off the cliff now and I splattered on the bottom, boy, I'd be in a worse spot than I was now. No, I'm good with that. I'll pick myself up off the bottom. I'm in a much better spot. I learned what didn't work. Now I can jump off the cliff the next time and apply what didn't work and try and build the airplane this time. Social anxiety doesn't exist, man. It really does not exist. It is your mind controlling you. If you just walk into a room beaming, speak confident, be cocky about it. Forget it. Hey, oh, yeah, you cocky. Just be confident and cocky about it. Just like Pastor Mike Jr. said, I am not going to have come through all that darkness and that bullshit and not able to look at myself in the mirror like I told you yesterday and be this version and become me and do what I do and make it do what it do and do the 4 or 5 things and be walking it like I talk it and allow you to tell me something different. Allow you to treat me like I'm not this guy. Oh, he's a cocky asshole. Oh, he's hard to deal with. Oh, Cap, you know him. You know how he talks. If you don't like it, you ain't got to tune in, sweetheart. If you don't like it, you ain't got to listen to it. It's that fucking simple. I've told my own mother that, and she shows up every single doggone day. Who's to say? Who's to know? Baby. Shut up. There's your 4 clips of your second segment of the day. Your reaction refinery. Shout out to Coach Al. Our relationship with judgment. Pastor Mike Jr., they be doing it, though.
They do be doing it, though.
Parker Bosco, all it takes to be excellent. And Farah Shams, social anxiety does not exist. Talk about a beautiful woman and just out there fucking just that fucking energy and the sound, the music. If that video didn't get you fired up, I don't know what will. But my friends, there's your first 2 segments of the day. Time to get into the third and final segment, baby, where we connect with you, the live viewer, on the opposite side of the screen. We break the third wall and we dive over there into the live chat and see what you got burning on the brain, melting on your heart, festering on your soul. So if you haven't got in the live chat yet, whether you're on YouTube, on X, on Rumble, dive in with a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of insights, maybe a question in regards to something we talked about today, or even a question on an obstacle that you're dealing with and how you could use a little perspective on how to turn it into an opportunity. Whatever it might be, drop it over there in the live chat. And after this brief transition, we're going to dive right in because it is officially time for your third and final segment of the day. It's time for your answers from the Anvil. Oh, shit, we're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are back for your third and final segment of the day. Your answers from the Anvil here on episode 676 of Forge and Fuel on this terrific Tuesday morning, February the 25th, 2025.
Boy, is it beautiful outside.
I tell you what, I might go out in a doggone tank top today. I don't even know. I'm feeling freaky. 41 degrees. It's a heat wave out there, for crying out loud. I mean, this is summertime weather. I mean, doggone, you keep it right here. I'm fine with this. I mean, you just don't go below 40 again, and I'm fine. I am fine. That's all I'm saying. But my friends, this is the opportunity that you get to connect with us, the opportunity we get to connect with you, where we see what's been burning on your brain, melting on your heart, festering on your soul all show long. So without further ado, DEEZYY, shift us up, my guy. Who we got out there live in prime time in the chat? Solo Breezy.
Solo.
Shout out Solo. Always putting out those good vibes and that motivation and inspiration from his page. Definitely a 1%er. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, dog. Great to see you. I've been appreciate you sharing our stuff. I've been seeing you in the comments. Shout out to you, brother. Thanks for all your support. Shout out to you for being a 1%er, man. Good stuff. Hell yeah. Great to see Solo in the chat. Nick's Travel Vlogs. No man, the myth, the legend. How you nerd? Morning, FNF crew. Morning to you, good sir. Hope you're having a solid start to the day, baby. Go subscribe to our guy's channel as well. Nick's Travel Vlogs. He's got some good shit over there. Who's to say, who's to know? Jeff Oglesby, Mr. Damascus himself, GM. Mr. Jeff, great morning to you. Hope you're having a solid start to the day down there in Missouri. Shout out to you, Mr. Oglesby. Who else we got? D's. Mama Cap live in the building. Kim Jones, great morning, FNF crew. She's got those smiles going this morning. Smiles create smiles. Look at all those. About 20 smiles right there. Shout out Mama Bear. Mama Bear's smile, it is contagious. I tell you what. Her energy is contagious too. Everybody loves him some Mama Cap. Angel SD, Mr. Peguero, great morning. Happy Taco Tuesday. F&F crew, happy Taco Tuesday to you. Good, sir. Hope you're having a solid start to the day over there on the specific side of things. The beautiful Bella Rossi, a.k.a. Mama Snow, a.k.a. Mama Wable Snow, a.k.a. Linda Snow. The beautiful, the one, the only. Fantastic morning, everyone. Have a great day. You have a great day yourself, young lady. I haven't seen your smile and talk about a contagious smile. I haven't seen your contagious smile in a little while. I might just have to FaceTime D's and tell him to fuck off and give you the phone. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out to you, Mom Snow. Mrs. Metal. Shout out, Mrs. Metal. One half of the Metal Crazies. Hey, Mrs. Metal, you might want to keep your eyes on that old mailbox of yours. Who's to say, who's to know? Might be something coming your way in a day or two.
Wait, what?
Maybe we recognize all the efforts that you've been giving us to us here on the show and on our timeline and in the gateway and everything in between. Who's say, who's no? Keep your eyes peeled out there, young lady. But one half of the Metal Crazies with their usual daily reminder. Great morning, happy Tuesday. Today's show title goes along with my favorite quote, and I end all my spaces with it. It's from Dolly Parton. If you see someone without a smile, give them yours. I watched a video of Dolly Parton last night. You want to talk about one of the most real, down-to-earth OG women. Even all the, plastic surgery and whatever. You say what you want. She is amazing. And she was talking about, she had these $1.2 million earrings on. And she was on some red carpet or some shit. And the interviewer was like, oh my gosh, those earrings and the jewelry and all. And she was, oh yeah, these are $1.2 million.
Wait, what?
And he goes, oh my gosh, wow, that's insane. He said, honey, I'm too cheap to ever buy these. They were just given to me. I'm too cheap to look this good. And she just so real. It was just amazing how she was talking about it. She's like, it cost an awful lot of money to look this cheap, honey. She just being so real about it. It was so fucking cool. So shout out Mrs. Metal. Shout out Dolly Parton. Great stuff there this morning. Who else we got out there, D's? Albright's Fur Farm, 56 today here. Ooh, over there in high low. I got more straw to lay. So excited for the warm weather. Dog walk is going to be great today, too. I'm so excited to wear one layer of cloths. Hell yeah. Let's go, Jared Albright.
Same.
To you. Me too, man. I might just go out there in shorts and this t-shirt. I am fired up today. Shout out to you, Mr. Fur Farm. GM DHMG from Mama C. Mama C! Oh, shit. Is that Mama Capitato?
It's Mana.
Monacy? But did they mess up? Was it supposed to be Mama? Monacy? I don't know. Hey, Callie, hey, shout out to you. I'm so confused who you might be right now, but I'm super excited that you're live here in primetime on the show. And we love having new faces there live in the chat. So thanks for getting in the chat, bringing some good vibes. I've been seeing you share the good vibes all morning long in the chat. Shout out to you. Mr. Metal, the other half of the Metal Crazies, GM, have an amazing day. Right back your way, good sir. Shout out to you. Hope y'all having a solid start down there in FLA, baby. Who else we got, D's? Our girl, Miss Simply Soapology herself, Brittany Panko. Great morning, Diamonds. Great morning, Miss Britt. Hope you're having a solid start to the day over there in AZ, baby. I mean, come on. Tell me I don't know everything about our OGs and where they're at, located, and what they're doing and what they're up to. I mean, come on. I know everything. Cap sees all. Who's say, who's no. Nick's travel vlogs. If nobody has told you today, you're loved, worthy, and amazing.
Amen.
Reminder, Nick. Appreciate you, buddy. Jason Wigman, our guy, DJ Moons, GM, Moons, man, with the prediction last week of, hey, you might want to get a little cash rich. I'm feeling like things are about to get fucking freaky. And boy, was he right. They have gotten freaky as we have gone into this week. Shout out to you, Moons, always taking care of us in the investment circle. My boy, Chris Aswomada. Great morning, everyone. Hope you have a spectacular Taco Tuesday. Right back your way, Mr. Aswomada. JK Big Time, smiling attracts a lot of opportunities. Nobody wants to do business with a frowner. Man, JK with his just short and sweet perspective bomb. Shout out to you, Big Time. Easy even when it's hard. I mean, come on. Wait. Shout out to you, Big Time. We appreciate the hell out of you, guy. Thanks for all your perspective. Those sweet short bombs. I love you guys so much. So fired up today. Shout out, Mama Bear. We love you too. Appreciate all your support, all your love of us here on the show. Jared Albright, live from X. I'm starting to care so much less. We can care too much. It held me back for so long. My care is more prioritized. If you know what I mean. Absolutely. Judgment, but aware. Caring, but aware. Good stuff, Jared. Friends over at Radio Free Hub City, the legendary Mr. Ken and the beautiful BB. My wife just said her social anxiety isn't that she's concerned about judgment, but concerned that someone might tick her off and she'll lose her temper and catch an assault charge. LMAO.
This is why the vitamins, my friend. This is why the vitamins, just so you know.
So facts. So facts. Shout out to the Bucklers, Mr. and Mrs. Buckler. We appreciate the hell out of both of you. Thanks for the both of you tuning in. That's awesome. I love you guys. Appreciate you. Can't ready to see you in a few months, my friend. I need some Ken Buckler in my life. I tell you what. Shout out to you guys over there at Radio Free Hub City. Who else we got? D's, another big time bomb. Instead of, I'd like to take you out to dinner sometime, better to say, I'd like to take you out to dinner Friday night, or insert here at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Bingo! Single game days. Hey, that's spot on. I was just coming up with some bullshit, but that is game. That is game right there. You want a woman to fall for you? You say, hey, Friday night, 7 p.m. I'm taking you out XYZ place. Where's this? I'll see you there. What did you just say? Because every other doofus ain't going to do that. Who's to say, who's to know? Great perspective there, Mr. Big Time Bombs. Who else we got? Who else is in the building? Pride Stanford. Great morning, all you lovely people. Great morning, Mr. Pride. We appreciate you in the kitchen with Pride. The Grateful Breadheads. Shout out to you, beautiful humming beans up there in Wisconsin. Shout out to all you beautiful humming beans live in prime time in the chat. I see you over there. Thanks for starting your day the right way here at Forge and Fuel, baby, and helping us go and flow on the third and final segment of the day. But my friends, that's all we got coming your way. 36 minutes after the top of the hour. We have had a full day. We have laughed. You may have cried, and you have definitely thought over the last hour and a half or so. It's time to wrap up this show. Full day complete before even 10 a.m. on the East Coast. And how do we start by wrapping this show up? Well, we check back in with DJ Swirl One. And we see what he's got burning on his brain, melting on his heart, festering on his soul. Sir Swirl, any final thoughts, comments, reminders, closing perspectives, or anything in between for episode 676?
Be the smile you would love to catch today. Just go out and do it. Have fun with it. Enjoy the life that you've been given, especially on days where you've got some sunshine. Maybe it's a little bit warmer. Maybe you've got a reason to leave this here beautiful podcast with a great outlook on this day and this life. And maybe you don't judge, or maybe you don't judge yourself. Hey, the social anxiety thing, maybe you just say, you know what? I'm just going to be free today. I'm just going to let it fly. Whatever comes, I'm just going to do it. And you know what? Don't worry about that embarrassment, that judgment, whatever. Everybody's being judged at all times. So who cares? They've got just as many closets or skeletons in their closets than you do. It's all the same to me. Besides that, even if you don't have tacos today, I appreciate the fact that you're here. I appreciate the fact that you listened, whether it was live or recorded, whether you were in your car, whether you were sitting in your bed, wherever you were. We appreciate it very much. Hit that like, that subscribe button. We really do appreciate that as well. Shout out to DZ for rocking all of the great sound effects today, making us even look and sound even better than we already do. So there's that. Cap, I think that's all I got. I still got a little bit of coffee in this beautiful ATC mug right here. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to relinquish this here microphone to you, my friend, as you shutter down.
Shout out, Swirl One. Appreciate the hell out of you, my guy. Thanks for all your vibes, all your thoughts, all your perspectives. Glad we made it through our first live show spat, and we're able to come together and make it all the way through here to the end. I was very surprised that we were able to do that. You know, it's not like we're best friends or everything. We can talk about everything all the time and have clear visions of where everything are going. Who's to say, who's to know? Shout out to you, good sir. Have a terrific rest of your Tuesday, because you, sir, deserve it. As for all of you humming beans, a couple of reminders, a couple of things. First one up on the list. One thing we'd like to do here at Forge and Fuel is start incorporating some guests onto the show. I've been thinking about a lot. I've been looking at some different people. I've been talking to some different people. And I also wanted to bring it to your guys' attention. If there's some guest out there that you would think would have an amazing conversation with us, you think would be a solid addition to Forge and Fuel, you follow somebody out there that maybe we haven't brought to the show, or we have, and you got some way to connect or whatever in between, let us know. And we will be more than happy to start building a connection and see if we can bring them to the show and have a nice little interview here. And, you know, it ain't ever going to be an interview. It's going to be that back and forth, open, real, raw, good quality conversation. So something we definitely want to do to continue to improve and expand upon this show. And there's some other things got rolling around, some irons in the fire as far as expanding and improving the program, as always. So keep your eyes peeled, ears open, keep tuning in, keep showing up, keep not being a hoe and sharing the show, because it's just going to keep making it better, don't you know? Also, if you don't know, you won't know, but we got another show, a weekly show. That is tomorrow night. We'll remind you again tomorrow, but that is Decoding the Divide, live at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 in the mountains, 6 specifically. A lot of people been asking me about it on the Instaslam after a couple of clips that I put out, and they're like, where the hell is this from? Like, hey, this is where it is. And I know now they're also tuning into Forge and Fuel, and they're like, what the hell is the Diamond Hand Media Group? Holy shit, this is insane. So, method to the madness. I think it's starting to work. Little momentum here, if you will. Who's to know? So shout out to all you new beautiful humming beings tuning into Forge and Fuel, or maybe Decoding the Divide. Either way, we'll see you there tomorrow night. Thursday night, we have our bi-weekly networking meeting, so get that in your mind. And if you're in the gateway and you haven't already RSVP'd, make sure you do that, baby, or you will not be able to access the live room once it opens on Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Also, if you want to be a company professional yourself, like me, just company man today, I mean, goodness gracious, or you want to rock some GACC merch because, you know, life is better on the greens, you can visit Mine and Shine Apparel or the GAC Pro Shop. And of course, those purchases will continue to push forward this show and make it continue to grow and help us in ways we cannot describe, don't you know? So maybe pick you up one of these shirts, maybe pick you up a little Forge and Fuel hoodie, maybe a little DHMG hat. I would say beanie, but it's starting to warm up now. But if you're DZ and wears a beanie when it's 102 outside because he's always a little chilly, maybe you can pick yourself up one there too. Whatever you might need, slide over to Mine and Shine Apparel or the GAC Pro Shop, and I guarantee you can find it. You can find it, speaking of, in this episode's description, located with all the rest of the links pertinent to Diamond Hand Media Group, GACC, and everything in between that we do here. So while you're looking through those links laughing and finding where you need to go after this show, maybe you could hit a subscribe button, turn on a notification bell. Also, maybe like this show if you enjoyed the program this morning. Maybe leave a comment if you haven't already. Maybe if you see a clip, repost it out on your timeline. If you'd like to make your own clip and steal it from the show, that's fine. Just don't be a hoe and tag us on the show. That way we can put it out on our timeline as well. What I'm trying to tell you right now is just to take a brief moment right before we wrap up and smash the shit out of whatever buttons you currently see on your screen, because it only helps us grow and flow and continue to make this show and all the shows and all the things that fall under the Diamond Hand Media Group umbrella bigger and better for each and every one of you. But for now, my friends, it's time to officially wrap this bad boy up for the day. But now, before we give you your 3 key reminders, baby. Number 1, even a 2-year-old can make an excuse.
What?
Number 2, even a dead fish can go with the flow.
What?
And number 3, being that this here show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, I ask you keep in mind at DHMG, we don't only HOLD, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Shout out to each and every one of you flexing those diamond hands on a day in and day out, night in and night out basis. We appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. Thanks for starting your day the right way here at Forge and Fuel, episode 676. And every morning you invest your most valuable assets, your time and your attention, right here with us at FNF. We'll continue to pay back that investment to you, give you some high-quality ROI by showing up each and every day on the consistent, persistent pursuit of our passions and being right by your side while you pursue yours. Shout out to all y'all for being super soldiers, being the difference, being the 1%, setting the precedent that we want to see not only on X, on YouTube, on Rumble, but in this entire wide world. Thank you for being the change and shining so damn bright they don't know what time of day it is when you're around. Thanks for turning those frown upside down and realizing that smiles create smiles. For now, my friends, For Mr. Producer, Derek DZ Snow. For the co-host with the Mo-Os, BJ Swirl One Sparks. And for yours truly, Colton Capp Swirl. We can't thank you enough for tuning in, getting yourself some energy and some vibes to absolutely tackle this terrific Tuesday. We hope you have a tremendous rest of it, whatever you decide to do, unless you have any other plans. But for now, my friends, we officially bid thee adieu, and we say unto you, peace and love.